Hi, my name is Sarah Moyers, and this is my IT 103 video on the topic, the emerging technology of 3D printing. So just for a brief introduction, 3D printing has really developed in recent years and caught the attention of the media. A basic overview of the process of 3D printing would be they take a digital blueprint and they use it as a model, and then the actual printer creates whatever object you programmed it to create by adding, by layering plastic, metal, pretty much any substance you can think of to design the object. Basically the options are endless. You can print anything from industrial materials to skin, organs, and things like that. So while 3D printing offers a lot of benefits, there are also a lot of ethical, legal issues, social security concerns, and other problems. But yeah, it's an interesting topic. So here's a background of 3D printing. It first was developed in 1984, and the machines, as they've been improved, have become a lot less expensive. Apparently you can get a 3D printer at Target, so it's pretty easy to get a hold of them now. What makes the 3D printing process unique is that normally during manufacturing, an object is created by using, most of the time, something like a mold, and then you file away parts or cut off parts or screw parts together to build an object. And what's special about 3D printing is that it's an additive process. So instead of taking things away from your object, you're putting them on top of each other. And it's very, sometimes you will use a subtractive process to finish a product, but usually it's just the additive process used by the 3D printing. Potential benefits. 3D printing could go in a lot of different directions, but one of the biggest ones is in the medical field. Silicon has been used to print organs and things like that. Surgeons use 3D printed organs to practice their operations, for conjoined twins, separating vital organs. 3D printing is also used a lot in dentistry for printing teeth, crowns, caps, bridges, things like that. As far as legal and ethical issues, there is a lot of concern now about who can use 3D printing to create body parts and then other objects. And then there's a lot of controversy over intellectual property. So you could have an object a copyrighted object. An example of that would be the painting Mona Lisa. If you printed something like that, that counts as someone else's intellectual property. So it's kind of hard to pin people down and get your copyright fees if they're just printing things in their own home. So there's some concern over that. As far as security concerns, there has, you might have seen in the news, people have been printing guns with 3D printers. So that is a big concern. Yes, that is a very big concern. Sorry, my friend is making faces in the background. There aren't very many restrictions on 3D printing yet, and so there's talk that there's going to be there will be a lot more regulations put in place controlling the blueprints you're allowed to use. 3D printing does have some environmental effects. The pros are that there will be less waste products since it's an additive process instead of a subtractive process. The con is the materials for 3D printing. Some of them are toxic and hard to dispose of, so if there is waste, yeah, that could be a problem. In summary, It's clear that society will benefit from 3D printing in many ways, but there are also a lot of things that we need to be cautious about while developing the technology further. So hopefully this was okay and useful, and you'll learn something from this. So, peace out.